What's your unpopular opinion about Catherine of Aragon? Most of the stuff that's in this Reddit thread is literally just about the fact that they don't think that she was actually a virgin, which personally, I don't care if Catherine of Aragon was a virgin. I also don't really have an opinion on the matter. I understand the perspective of people who are like, they were married for 6 months. Just because teenage boys brag about sex doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, and Catherine herself was a teenager in a foreign country who had been told her whole life that the treaty between England and Spain depended on her. And so I could see a scenario where she was like, well, it's not a huge deal if I lie, right? And by the time that her life was exploding around her, she was in too deep and she had a daughter that she needed to take care of. Like, I could see that happening. But I also understand people who say that, well, she was deeply religious and like that's what she said, so we should just take her word for it. Like, I genuinely don't care. Because to be honest, my religion is hating Henry VIII. Like, that is way more important to me. And I'm a believer to my core. And the dispensation covered if the marriage was consummated anyway. So what now, Henry VIII? My Catherine of Aragon unpopular opinion, though, if she was my age, born in the modern era, I could not be friends with that woman. I could not be friends with that woman. I'm sorry. I feel like she'd be the woman who would cry about her cheating boyfriend and thus never leave him because she loves him, and I would just want to smack her. Hell, sometimes when I'm reading about her, I want to smack her. I don't care that you're queen, Catherine. That man does not love you. He is not coming back. Oh my god, leave him! But that's when I tell myself that at least part of like her whole like, I love him so much, I'm doing this out of love for him. I want to believe that some of it was acting. A lot of you are very quick to talk about how intelligent she was and then refuse to acknowledge that the great matter was very political, more so than it was about like whether or not the marriage was consummated. It was political. And I'm also not saying she didn't love him. I mean, we've all been on our knees begging for a man to treat us better. We've all been there. And she grew up in a patriarchal culture where she was told from birth that loving a man means that you put up with absolutely everything. But I refuse to believe that at least near the very end, that she wasn't at least somewhat playing it up for political reasons. That she was thinking of her daughter and not this man who had put her through hell. Seriously, if she was genuinely thinking about Henry VIII, I would have smacked her. I don't care that you're Queen Catherine. Have some self-respect. You're Catherine of motherfucking Aragon!